Scott Mirkin has served on Stanford's Board of Representatives for 10 years. Now he's running to retain his seat on the City Board of Finance, which he joined in March. Mirkin recently sat down to talk with It's Relevant.
I lived in Philadelphia until I went to school at the University of Bridgeport in Connecticut for my undergraduate work, where I earned a BS in marketing. When I moved to Stanford, which was in 1990, I was getting acclimated to living here, moving back east. I moved here from Boise, Idaho, where I was with a former job, and started to meet people. I met someone and said I wanted to get involved and do something. And somebody who had been involved in politics said, I have the perfect entry thing for you, and that would be to run for the Board of Representatives. What I think of when I think of Stanford is the diversity. Diversity from the people who live here, from the diversity in ethnic restaurants to the diversity of social activities. If you want to do something quiet, you can go to a park like Chestnut Hill Park in North Stanford. If you want something perhaps more people, Kosciuszko Park. I enjoy the diversity. You look at what's happening in the South End with the revitalization, and you see older parts of Stanford being revitalized. So it's truly, there's not, in my opinion, a need to go to New York City or to New Haven. You can get what you want culturally from a restaurant standpoint or activity standpoint right here without leaving the city of Stanford. Whatever it is we choose to do, whether it's go to the Stanford Museum and Nature Center, of which we are a member of, we can do that, or if it's to go to Chestnut Hill Park, or sometimes we go down to the train station and I sit there with my son and he likes to watch the trains, and we have a munchkin and he has milk and I have a cup of coffee. So there are several things, but there's not that much free time. When you serve the city in a capacity that I do and others, and if you're doing your job right, it consumes a lot of time, but I think it's worth it. I think what people want in this town, as I think they want nationally, is for elected officials to focus on issues that affect the quality of life of the people who live in a particular community. I do not think that people want to look at partisanship or personal agenda. My pledge to the people who live in this town, the people I'm asking to vote for me, is to operate in a nonpartisan way without personal agenda, rancor, or divisiveness. We've had far too much of that in the city, and it is no good here any more than it's any good in Washington, D.C.